to explain about how to convert a model coordinates into device coordinates. I'm taking two coordinates A, x1, y1, z, B, x2, y2, z. So I'm going to convert these coordinates to device coordinates A, x d1, y d1, z d1, B, x d2, y d2, and z d2. So in between this will be modal coordinate system. So to convert into device coordinates, we have to open three windows. We have to create three rectangles in the screen, and the pixels, horizontal pixels for this is 324, 325 roughly, and this is 215, and this is 215. 214, something like that. So here in this modal coordinates system coordinates, the horizontal axis is z. Z d1 should come here. Z d1 should come here. Here y d1 will be the vertical coordinate. X d1 will be the vertical coordinate in bottom. So this is the front view. This is the top view. Side view is x d1, y d1. So the modal coordinates are yz coordinate, xz coordinate, and xy coordinates. Three coordinates in modal coordinate systems are there. So these modal coordinates, so you can say z, y will be one modal coordinate, z, x will be another modal coordinate, x, y will be third modal coordinate. So the horizontal conversion factor K1 is equal to 324 by roughly I'm taking scaling 50. The maximum dimension of the line, say if it is 50 of all the dimensions, so 324 by 150 will be one scaling factor, and K2 will be 215 by 150. So with these two factors, we can find out the values of xd1, yd1, zd1, xd1, zd1, yd1. So first zd1 is a horizontal coordinate, so this is equal to k1 into z1. zd2 is equal to k1 into z2. Similarly, yd1 will be k2 into y1. yd2 will be k2 into y2. So with this conversion, we can create a line z d1 y d1, z d2 y d2. So 2 points are there. I am drawing this line in this command. Now z d1 for this top view, the z d1 and y x d1 you have to convert. So x d1 is equal to k2 into x1, x d2 is equal to k2 into x2. Now we can execute another line z d1 x d1 z d2 x d2. And similarly, in the third is xy. Now x d1 here will be equal to k1 x1, x d2 is equal to k1 x2. Now here you can write a line x d1 y d1 x d2 by d2. But this is not that simple to display here. Now, to transform this, so here the transformation, now these three lines are with respect to the local coordinates. So z, y, and this z, x, and this x, y. So here for these two coordinates, we have to add z, z0, and we have to subtract y, y0. And for this coordinate, we have to add z0 for z coordinate, and we have to add y0, x0 as x0 for this coordinate. Similarly, here we have to add x0, y0 to these two coordinates. Then only you can display the computer. So this is what I would like to discuss in this small session. Thank you very much.